my heel on my ankle joint. Trying to turn my hip out as much as I can. Again, I'm pushing down with my feet. Pushing my hands together again. Feel this is gently strengthening my shoulders. Chin down slightly. Breathing in and out. Some of you, if you're feeling a little unstable, I'm pretending there's a wall here, but it's nice to use supports. Supports help you become stronger, and eventually if you do use supports, you'll find over time that you'll be able to practice without them. If you don't use them, you might find that, over time you give up. So it's really nice to use them. If you do want to take it a little bit stronger, I'm not taking my foot right the way up in this class, so I'm just resting the sole of my foot and flicking out to the side. Pushing my hands together. Joining my belly, breathing through my nose. Coming out of it. So if you wobble, don't worry about it. As you're doing that, if you just try to bring yourself back, it doesn't matter if you don't and you sort of wobble out of it. You're using lots of muscles to try to bring yourself back in. So see it as balancing, wobbling is just a learning experience. And don't worry about, failing ever. That's because if you wobble, you give up, you're never going to learn. If you do it again, you're not going to injure yourself, so it doesn't matter. Then each time you're going to be strengthening a little bit more. Just swapping sides. Again, I'm just coming to the gentle. So I'm resting my heel on my ankle joint. Always start with your feet, your foundations. And work my way up my body, drawing in this kneecap. Thinking about my hip and trying to open it out as much as I can. Drawing in my belly, opening my chest, chin down. Push your hands together. Breathe into your belly, into your chest. And out. If you want to bring your foot up on this other side, you can. Coming out of it. In, if you can reach that far, and out. Otherwise, just bringing your hands down, however way is comfortable, and just walking it out. The balancing postures are really amazing for strengthening legs, but also your mind as well. So our next posture is going to be Warrior Two. I'm just going to step to the side. So at any point, say I stop here and you're finding this a little difficult, well, this is the place for you to stay and practice. This is the beginning of Warrior Two. Palms together, which is more gentle. And just turning, check your feet, so the side of your foot parallel to your mat. And your legs are about a leg length apart. As you become more flexible, you might be able to take them wider, but just make sure there's just a gentle stretch. Palms together. So I always find that starting like this will just really help with your alignment, which is really important in these standing postures, your foundations, your feet. So I'm turning one foot to the side, I'm going to my left, and I'm lining up again with the long edge of my mat, but my heel is lined up with the instep of my other foot. So take your time, feel your feet. Chest faces the long length. It has a tendency to sort of twist, especially when you bring your arms up, but try and keep your chest facing forwards. So maybe you're stopping here and breathing into your belly, into your chest, and then breathing out through your nose. If you want to move deeper into the posture, then you're bending your knee, but you're making sure that you don't bend it too far. Your knee shouldn't go beyond your ankle. So you're working it back to about here. It doesn't matter even if it's slightly bent, and you can practice with straight legs as well. Ideally, not ideally, but eventually maybe the correct alignment or the perfect alignment, and who wants to be perfect anyway, is to actually line up your knee with your ankle joint. So I'm going to come back for a minute a bit and take a couple of breaths here. Well, actually just one, into my belly, into my chest. And then with a breath in, again only if it feels okay in your arms, and bringing up my hands, looking along my third finger, checking my backhand. You might find that you can go deeper into it. You might need to move back into the more gentle. One more breath. And then coming out, breathing in and out. Heel toe in just for a moment. Just coming out of it. So always practicing ahimsa, non-harm, stopping at any point. So I'll go through it again on the other side. The beginning of it might just be staying here with your legs as wide as they'll go comfortably. Feet parallel to the edges of the mat. You're pushing down with your feet. You're drawing in your belly. And then turning, lining up your heel with your instep. Going to it a little bit quicker this time. Bend your knee, but just make sure that you don't take it too far. Chest facing forwards. You can stay here, or again, with a breath in, stretching through your hands, stretching through your fingertips. Just look at your hands. Just bend your knee a little, draw in your belly, draw upon your pelvic floor. Look along that third finger and breathe into your belly, into your chest. Maybe you can go a little deeper, or maybe you need to move away from it a little more. One more breath. So if your arms feel strong, you can bring them up like I did in the first one. If you want to protect your shoulders, as you're breathing out, you bring them down. And then heel, toe in, walking it out. Strengthening your legs, working on your core, strengthening your arms is what we've been doing. Strengthening postures, yang postures. We've got one more to do, and it's a twist. So the twisting, I know there's a few students in class that find this highly beneficial for their back problems. So again, you might want your feet together or slightly separate. And drawing up on your kneecaps. Just starting with my palms together. So we're starting in a mountain. Experiment with your feet. You might want to make a bit more of a lock. See what feels nicer for you, because it's always how you feel in yoga. And it's got to feel okay, even nice, but never no pain. So keeping my ankles really strong so they're not flopping to the sides. And just drawing up my belly and twisting to the side. And being careful not to sort of bend round, or trying to twist nice and straight, so my spine's nice and straight. And just holding on. And just take one hand around wherever it'll go. Or you might prefer to keep palms together. So as you're breathing in, feel yourself growing taller, drawing upwards, and breathing out. Maybe energy or relaxation just flowing back down your body. Feel it particularly in your shoulders and your face. Maybe starting to look over your shoulder, but chin down a little to protect your shoulder. And slowly, so if you've got a busy mind, you need to slow things down. You need to slow down. You're breathing a little. You need to slow down your movements. You need to try and slow down your life, and yoga just helps to teach you that, to become more aware. I'm just looking over my shoulder. So again, you might, palms together might feel better for you, or your arms are here. Maybe you can just bring them through. Doesn't matter. Remember, it's not the position. Alignment has to be correct, just to protect you, so that nice straight spine if you can. It's how you feel in the posture. And this one should feel really nice. And then slowly back. I'm going to